Okay, Miss Phoebe. Hi, puppy. Down here with Phoebe. Come here, girlfriend. Hi. There's a good girl. This is our week 1 video recap. We're going to go over all of the skills we've been practicing with the puppies in this first week. In your initial confirmation email, there is a link to all of your, to a library that has more detailed instructional videos to explain all of these different exercises that we're doing with the puppies. So I would definitely recommend checking those videos out, because I'm just going to run through the things that we've done this week with Phoebe. This is yellow collar Phoebe. I know there's 2 Phoebes in this litter. The other one is Phoebe Pickles. This is just Phoebe, yellow collar. Good girl. You want some cookies? Go get it. Trying to warm up a little bit with some play. Phoebe was taking a nap when I went to go get her. What is that? Good girl, good girl. But we're going to move right into our training exercises now. So the very first thing that we do with all the puppies is we charge the clicker. Okay, so what that means is sound of the clicker means I'm going to give puppy a treat. Good girl, Phoebe. So we start week 1, which is charging the clicker for a few reps. So I want her to understand when she hears that click, she can come get a piece of food from my hand. Oh, that's a good girl. So we might do that 3 times in a row. And you see I'm moving myself around so that when I click, she's going to come over and get the food from me. You can actually stand up. You're so sleepy. Good girl. From there, we are going to have Phoebe follow a piece of food in my hand. So this is called following a food lure. I'm going to get her attached to that cookie. This time she does have to get up. There we go. And I'm going to get her to take a few steps to follow that food lure before I click and release the cookie. So let's do that a couple more times. You'll kind of see a theme here that I like to practice each exercise, maybe 2-3 times in a row. Here we go. Good. Before adding something to it or trying something different. Okay? So what we're going to add to our following the food lure exercise is just her name. We want to teach these puppies what their names are right off the bat. Oh my God, why are you so sleepy? So I'm just going to, same thing, I'm going to show her that I have the food, get her connected to it, and get her moving. Phoebe. But I'm also going to pair it with her name. Good girl. Yeah, there's some crumbs over there. Phoebe. Great. So you could also think of this as the first little step in a recall exercise, teaching our puppies their names so that they come to us when we call them. Phoebe. Perfect. What a good girl. Oh my God, you worked so hard. See if she wants to play it off. What is that? What is this? Here we go. Good girl. So I'm also going to do like maybe 2 or 3 training exercises with Phoebe, and then I'm going to see if she wants to play a little bit. Even though we're using food, these puppies all seem to be fairly food motivated, which is fantastic for training purposes. You know, if you keep asking the puppy to do things over and over and over again, it can get a little mundane, it can get a little boring, especially when they're learning and they're not quite exactly sure what it is you want from them yet. Good girl. So we'll take little play breaks in between our training exercises. And when you're at home, I would encourage you to probably just do 2 or 3 things, and then maybe play with your puppy, and then maybe later in the day you could pick a different 2 or 3 things to practice with them. You don't have to go through all their behaviors all at once like I'm doing in the recap videos. Just doing it in the recap video so you can see what we've been working on with the puppies. Oh, did you smell a crumb? Okay, let's do our next couple of skills here. So now we're going to practice some hand targets. So Phoebe's going to target her nose to my hand. This is going to look very similar to following the food lure, except I'm going to detach from the puppy this time. So I'm showing her that I have the food. I start close. Phoebe touch. But you can see I pull it away from her nose when she reattaches. That's when I click the clicker and feed her. We call this exercise touch. Phoebe, touch. Good girl. So smart. Hand targets are something that I teach every single puppy, every dog. Phoebe, touch. Very nice. You can see it's a movement behavior. This can also be an informal recall, asking our puppies to come to us with a hand target. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to show you is this first step in a go to a mat, our magic mats. This will end up being a stay type behavior in week 1 though. We're just teaching the puppies that when they come over to the mat, they get a click and a couple of cookies. I always feed them more than 1 treat on the mat. For our recap video, I'm just feeding them 2 in a row. You could certainly do more, okay. But we're going through everything. I don't want our puppies to get full. Here's your mat, Phoebe. Oh yeah, that tag looks like it could be fun. Good girl. Very nice. Okay. Good girl. So I'm feeding her a couple of pieces for being on the mat, creating value for the mat, and then I'm releasing her off of the mat with an okay. Let's do that one more time. Good job, Phoebe. Good girl. Very nice. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so that looks super simple right now, but by week 3, we're going to be practicing some stays on the mat. What do you think? You want to play some more? What do I have? Where is it? Get that toy. Where is it? Good girl. Oh, big stretch. You waking up finally? There it is. She's like a little potato on the ground right now. You want this? Where's your toy? Oh, you gonna come see me? Good girl. You just want to be close to me? Close to my feet? Good girl, Phoebe. You want some pets? Oh, here we go. Good girl. You can even just take a break and get some pets and some love, right? Oh, good girl, Phoebe. All right, let's practice some sits. You ready? You're already sitting. Okay. Phoebe, sit. Good girl. Okay. Good job. Phoebe, sit. So you can see I'm waiting for both her bum and her front feet to be down on the ground before I click the clicker. Okay. She knows I have the food in my hand, so she's kind of pawing up like that. We just wait for her to offer those feet on the ground. Phoebe, sit. Wow, good girl. Very smart puppy. Okay. All right, let's practice some handling exercises as well. So what I mean by that is just kind of touching our puppies all over. I'm going to show Phoebe that I've got some of the food in my hand. I'm not going to use the clicker for this. I'm just going to bring my hand underneath her belly. So kind of just supporting her in this stand position. Good girl. Go get it. Good girl, Phoebe. Let's do that from the other direction. Hand underneath her belly. Yes. Go get it. Yeah, you all want to play with the clicker. I'm also going to handle different body parts, so I might pick up an ear. Yes. I'm using a verbal marker, yes, instead of the clicker for these exercises because I'm using both hands to touch the puppy and I don't want to click the clicker like right next to her ear or something. Yes, that might be loud and scary. So instead of clicking, I'm just saying yes before I release the treat. Yes. How about your tail? Yes. Okay, so I'm just gently picking up, handling different body parts. Why is this important? I mean, she probably would just let me do that without food. Okay, go get it. But I want to create positive associations. This is part of the socialization process. This is how your puppy will probably be handled at the groomer and the vet. It's important to invest in this type of handling now. All right, baby. The very last thing we're going to do here is get her dressed in her harness. This one's sometimes a little comical for week 1. Also part of the socialization process is that we want to expose puppies to different experiences and things such as the harness or other gear that you might get them dressed in. Good girl. So they've never worn a harness before week 1. So sometimes it's a little bit weird for them. They feel like they can't walk in it, as she's demonstrating right now, as did our other first couple of puppies. And we just have to teach them that it's okay. She can certainly walk with it on. Where's that cookie? Go get it. Go get it. This is a little loose. That's okay. Where is it? Get your cookies. There you go. Yeah. Good girl, Phoebe. Very nice. Where is that? Where's that toy? They want to play with their toys. That's a good thing to do with them when they've got their gear on too. Oh, you know I got more cookies in my hand. Go get it. So we'll do more with the harness next week too. They'll wear it for a little bit longer period of time. Get more used to it. Grow into it a little bit. This one's kind of big for Phoebe right now. Go get it. Such a little baby. In your initial confirmation email, there is also a link to book your Zoom. If you click on that right now, it looks like I have no availability. That will definitely open up within the next couple of weeks so that you can get those booked for after your puppies are home. Okay, Phoebe. I think that's it. Good girl. Make sure you watch that video library.